Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to another festive edition of Barn Burner, a presentation of Bet365, the world's largest sports betting platform. Get your account if you have not already, and when you do, get the promo code NATION and use it. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Any former Flames on the Senators we can target for tomorrow?
I'm sure we'll figure something out.
That's going to be tough, but yes.
Also, the super chat. If you want to get involved, a little small donation. We don't take it. We just pass it along.
Lovely.
To the Youth Centers of Calgary. Trying to make a difference. It's what we're doing. Helping out kids. Helping the kids. It's for the kids. Welcome to the program, or whatever this is that we do. Flames fall by a score of 4-3. But led by as much as 3-1.
Good.
Then lost by a score of 4-3. Hi, Rhett.
Oh, sorry. I was watching Eric Goddard and Eric Cairns fight. Oof.
Oh.
Big fellas, Dean.
Yeah. They were good at it.
Yeah, they were actually they excelled.
Eric Cairns, Eric Goddard. Goddard.
Oh, the Erics.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I'm just trying to think. Eric Bolton. Just all the Erics who you wouldn't want to tangle with. Eric Lindros would probably hang a licking on you.
Nystrom.
Nystrom. Middleweight tough, yeah.
Yeah. Eric, what was Ryan Vandenbush?
Taze?
No.
Oh.
You know what? I think he was kind of brittle. You could probably, if you got one in, you might be able to break him.
What a bad back.
Yeah, he was always.
Sorry, I interrupted. What were you guys
No, not at all. Not at all. No.
Cairns. What are you talking about?
He was too tall.
Eric Cairns? Yeah.
Eric Cairns.
Yeah.
Tall.
We'll get into the opening statements for McLeod Law. We'll get into it because there's some things we definitely need to cover from this matchup last night. When you need legal assistance of any kind, maybe it's bad news, maybe it's good news, maybe it's no news, but you just need help in the legal forum, then it's McLeod Law. Calgary, born and bred and based, and when you reach out to McLeod Law, you're not getting sent over here or over there. Please wait for a agent to take your call. No, it's not one of those things. They're here, right? Just over there. See where the tower is? Just keep going that way, and then up a few floors, and it's McLeod Law. It's the people you want.
You're not going to be like, what time is it? We're the Eastern time zone, close at 5.
Yeah, so is that 1 p.m. local time?
What are we doing local? It's mountain time. It's Calgary.
We don't say local. We just say what time it is.
Yes.
Because we're in Calgary together. McLeod-law.com. Did I hear might be a McLeod Law sighting on Friday? Is there
I am literally texting people right now.
Potential
you're doing a show? Jeez, I would never do that.
There's been a lot of moving parts in the last 24 hours. I've got it's quite
peaks and valleys, Dean.
There's a lot of just read the bottom couple there.
I was talking with Gould last night on on the old Afterburner.
I saw.
And I said, "Are you coming by on Friday for the Drinky show?" He says, "What's the Drinky show?" I said, "Oh, well. Come by on Friday." He's like, "I'm actually off work on Friday." Well, that's good. That's good. Cool. We'll see you Friday.
More work than this work.
Yeah, he's
selling cars.
Yes,
he's writing. He's doing Afterburner.
Writing.
He's doing all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Like a book, like Brent.
No, not a writer like that. Like he's a pike in training. He's a journalist, eh?
He's very good.
I told you guys this. Brent's on my wall in the gym there, where I was doing the show from the other day.
It's on the wall.
Yeah, because he used to be a news pundit.
That's right.
And write for
Gold Mail.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
What article would you have on the wall?
I think he was writing about
steroid scandal when you were taking all those roids.
Yeah, that's
the horse tranquilizers.
Writing about Tiger Woods, and I just happened to be I'd fallen on my face in front of Gary Roberts or something.
Right.
Oh, so you're like the story next to Brent?
Yes.
It's like Tiger Woods chased out of his home by a 7-iron with his wife.
This was when Woods was very highly regarded.
Oh, because that was the beginning of the end.
Revered, some might say. Dean, if you could do me a favor before I forget, button up the top button and unbutton the rest. Because
gangsters. That
is your you really come across as
you kind of look like East LA. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, don't mess with Dino. What colors is he?
Look at that.
Now unbutton the rest.
Yeah, watch. Look at this.
Isn't that what they do?
Cut to me, Jack. I'll show you what we're looking for here.
Now what?
Yeah, but I've just got the
okay. Well, if you're bare chested, even better.
I'm bare under there. There's a bear under there. Oh.
Either way, that top button, I think it works for you.
I think Ice Cube literally wears that when he goes to like Rams games. You're out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a disparaging term, but I've seen he's cholo. Whatever cholo is.
Jack said that's a great thing.
I don't know
You
if
should
we're
get it
gonna cancel
tattooed on your neck.
No regrets.
Yeah.
You should get that on your neck.
My neck's very fat. Can I undo my?
I know. So you got lots of room.
You could do a whole passage. You could do a full poem.
I hope I'm not saying something wrong. Oh, still sick?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
IV. Go get that IV therapy.
Yeah.
It's only $250.
It's nothing, especially this time of year.
Yes.
With hopefully 200 US.
You should see the card.
Yeah,
it's an amazing thing. My card I have.
Yeah,
doesn't stop. No days.
No.
Belichick. No days
off.
Do you ever get skeptical though? You wonder, is this the time it's just going to say, beat it?
Oh, I'm
no
waiting for it. I'm testing it on it. And the thing about it is, it's not no days off. It's
just never. Yeah,
hours.
24/7, always open.
Tap, baby.
Yeah, I made a sizable purchase the other day, and you're just kind of looking at the screen at the old handheld there. It's like doot. Approved. Well, okay, I guess so. I don't know how we're ever paying this off, but thanks.
These lenders are idiots.
They are so stupid. What are they thinking? So anyway, speaking of falling on their face, did the Flames fall on their face last night? 3-1 lead after 40 minutes and then get outshot considerably the rest of the way?
Yes, it did.
All right.
And that's, it's tough because they've been so good at home. They have a couple 2-goal leads, if I'm correct. They did at one point of the game at least dictate and control the pace of play. And another goalie made a lot of big saves that could have allowed them to win. Now, it didn't mean he didn't have a few, didn't want back by the end of the night. But yeah, they believe they're a playoff team. That's what they're looking for. A 2-goal lead blown after 40, like a 2-0 lead evaporated. That's a hard loss for a team that thinks they're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, not the mark of a playoff.
It sure isn't. And none of us here think they're a playoff team necessarily, but in that room, they think they are, right? That's the whole thing. Us against the world. No one thinks we're good. There's more talent in here than you guys know.
Are they
that whole narrative? What's that?
Are they dumb?
They're not dumb. They believe, right?
Don't think they're dumb.
Sometimes dumb is good. If
they
you're
have
dumb,
faith,
you believe. You can be led down paths that aren't realistic. Hey, you should go do this. You're right. I should.
Well, and I'll give them credit. Like they are much more than the sum of their individual parts. They are they're playing when they play well. They've hung with the best teams in the league. They gave Winnipeg a tough go. They beat Minnesota.
Isn't this the issue that we've talked about? Sorry, and they are doing well, and it's great. But
at least at home,
is there an elevation that their game can have?
No. And so once teams stop giving them backups and play harder, that's why you've seen them lose ground. Guys, if you delete their 5-0 start from their record, what are they and where are they?
You can't do that.
No, but I'm just saying
all their wins, they don't have any
Then
points.
we're taking away some losses then.
But what I'm saying is teams will ramp up from game one. I don't know that the Flames have. They scored 4 goals, 6 goals, 4 goals. They scored 6-6-4. They've scored 4 goals once since those opening 3 games.
What's the record? So they've scored 4 goals once?
Once since the game 3 of the year. Games 1, 2, and 3, they scored 4+.
That's still real good, Dean. That's consistency right there.
And another night where if you had a 4th, you would have won.
You would have won, Dean.
Yeah, they got their 3. I don't know, but did no one tell Wolf?
Well, Wolf's
you let in 3. I mean, it's only one way this is going to go, little man. They were up 3-1, and then actually 2 goals and 2:37, kind of broken plays. I don't know. What do we make of the goaltender last night? The first goal that goes in by Elias Lindholm, which you're welcome, Elias. Didn't love that one.
Really fans on it. You feel bad. Like if he doesn't whiff, you think
I don't feel that bad. It's the NHL. You can make the save.
We needed that goal to hit, so we're okay with it.
I'm happy for Ryan.
Yeah, happy for the Bet365.
Sure it wasn't. Okay, sorry. Back to the game.
So Wolf,
yeah, and then the overtime winner. No, number 1, it's one of the best shooters in the National Hockey League. Yeah, he's a lethal scorer.
If he
at the same time, he's given a lot of
he could go at him more.
Well, and the thing
but if
about this is
chases him, then someone's wide open here. Rasmus has to be all over him. That's his man.
11 comes off the bench. Start the clip
Rasmus's
again.
Player to cover.
Start the clip and just watch
I
the.
don't know if it is. It is at some point.
So
right
Backlund is
now.
coming off.
Use David Pastrnak, and who else is in that club that makes play like
Well,
that?
that's fine for you to have an opinion and to
That's
make
my
a
opinion.
statement,
That's what the
but
show
it's
is,
not
yeah.
really.
It's not a fact. It's Ryan Pinder's opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Backlund could go harder on him, sure. But you also don't want two guys on one guy when it's three. Then that means someone's wide open.
You can just check him. He is right there. You're right beside him. You can put a stick on him.
Right. But again, Rasmus can also do a way better job defending him. It's clearly his man.
Where can he defend him better?
Well, where's your gap
Pay
at,
attention.
Rasmus?
Yeah, but it's bad to start because he thinks that guy's going to back check.
So then
Jack.
who's Rasmus covering? Like, let's watch it from the beginning and tell me where the deep, who's he's going to be defending where he is.
Why?
Okay, so you're right beside him. You're going to check him and then continue to stick with him. That's your man right now.
And now what? Now that hasn't happened.
Well, keep
now-
watching. So he's on this side. Then
There's nothing else Rasmus can.
All overtime chasing the Bruins.
Kadri went twice, 1-on-3. Anderson had a weak attempt. We were talking about it last night. Overtime goes 4 minutes and 20 seconds. In a possession thing, you turn the puck over 3 times in 4:20. I mean,
yeah, and Boston was just reloading and changing and fresher legs. Yeah, like we can break down all these goals. You know, it's not one breakdown that cost them. Like you can't be blowing 2-0 to 3-1 here.
Lauren Mulliken always said that playing junior Dean. What
did he say?
It's not the first mistake. The cost. It's a combination of mistakes. You make one, you can recover.
Yeah, like can Wolf make that save and we don't even talk about it today? Yeah, absolutely. Can Rasmus get his stick 3 inches further out and tip that away? Absolutely. Can Michael Backlund be all over him, knock it away? Absolutely. Yegor
and Backlund try a bit. I can't handle it. You let this guy off the hook all the time. He's the captain. He's the heart and soul. Christ, check the guy.
Yeah, I just interpreted whose assignment it is differently. If that's his man, he's done a horrible job. I just see if that's not Rasmus's guy, who's he covering?
I'll tell you what's supposed to happen. Backlund's supposed to come hard on that guy because he should recognize that Backlund doesn't have that Backlund should come on that's his guy now. He's closest to him. You're not jumping him. You should be jumping them, and he should be maintaining pressure on him until he releases them to Anderson when Anderson's in a spot to accept that challenge. He's not, so he should be pressuring him. I don't think it's one or the other.
No, it's totally both. Because Rasmus, once he knows Backlund doesn't have him anymore, could do way better here. He gets caught flat-footed.
Rasmus
the poke check's no good
from the start because he didn't read the situation.
And he gets hook, line, and sinkered on the shot fake as well. He's not ready for.
Well, he's not moving. He's not moving, so he's not doing it. I don't think it's even hook, line, and sinker. I think he's just so flat-footed that he's effed no matter what.
Yeah,
he's at Pasternak's mercy, and Wolf could stop the puck.
I think this that's David Pastrnak. You say, could we have played it better? Absolutely.
Yeah,
is that a guy that finds a way to win
overtime.
games 3-on-3? Yes, but should you not blow 2-0 and 3-1 leads? You definitely that.
Don't go to overtime first.
Weird broken plays, and again, not looking to let them off the hook or anything.
Yeah.
But the Geeky one, if I'm remembering, that's the peak shot. That's a rebound. It comes straight out in the slot, and he's able to bang it in. The McLaughlin one goes off of a stick,
Sarah,
and then he's able to knock it in. I don't know. They
didn't play that well after the opening half of the game, did they?
Yeah, opening half they were kind of like their effort. The push looked good, but then from the start of the third on, shots were 19-5.
Yeah, and so there you go.
And got worked in the faceoff, Todd. I don't know if you followed that all together.
And the later it went, the more it was Bruins. Like they hardly touched the puck in overtime. The third was all Bruins. The second, the Bruins took over midway through, and the first was all Flames. Like it just slid away from them the whole night.
Yeah, 68% for the Bruins in the faceoff.
2 out of 3 is pretty good, eh?
That's not bad.
Yeah,
not ideal.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Is that a song?
Yes. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Is that
Meatloaf?
I was gonna say, is that Meatloaf?
Jeez.
I think it's Meatloaf.
Jack, you like Meatloaf?
I do like Meatloaf. It is Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Jack knows Meatloaf, guys.
I don't know Meatloaf.
Congratulations, Rhett.
Dean doesn't like meatloaf. It's delicious. A good meatloaf?
Good meatloaf's great.
Hard to beat. I'm going to bring meatloaf on Friday.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not bringing meatloaf.
You both said no, I'm not at the same time. No,
he actually beat me to it, I think. He might have beat me to it.
Like, that's a bluff. I'm just before you called it, I'm just saying I'm bluffing.
Yeah. So for Elias Lindholm, we went to over the last 2 days, really, into detail over how he has struggled. He gets the goal and an assist last night. So congrats to him. Now, still, it's his first goal in 12 games. He had 2 in the first 3, and it's been not much since. 29 games, 2 goals, not ideal.
Is this a new coach scenario for the only Flames organization? Like, or is it a league-wide thing, right? Like, when you change coaches, you're going to win the game. Duh.
So the Rangers going to fire the coach, guys. Come on now. Sorry, Sabres.
You
Guys,
win the
hello.
next game.
Hello.
But is the rest of the league the same as the Flames, where when it comes to ex-players, they allow them to score, or is this a Flames curse type thing?
It feels particularly flamesy, I got to be
Right?
honest. But yeah, it's clearly not the only time. I think if you said it would happen X% of the time, I think the Flames got a nice little 10% bump on the league average. Guys coming back do well.
Sure,
the first time back, right? Like, I'm not talking
like
career.
Jankowski's a point per game player against him in 3 games. Dumb shit like that. Like, what are we talking about here? Healthy scratch guys come in and score against them. It's like, fuck.
F-bombs.
That's why you got to bet it. Everyone was mad at me. I was like, I said this was going to happen. Boom came in with the 2x4 over Elias's head yesterday. And
why would they be mad at you?
Because someone on our social said Pinder cursed it. And I'm like,
Oh,
no, I basically told you it was going to happen. And he's still Elias Lindholm. It's just, it was years and years ago. He was a dynamic offensive player suddenly.
Yeah, blame Elias Lindholm for scoring, not Pinder. Pinder just made money on it.
Sorry for giving you free money, guys.
That's right. Sorry about that. Bruins have won 6 of 8. The Flames have lost 4 of 6 and 8 of 11.
It does. You feel like they've done better, but when you say it that way, Dean, not very Christmassy.
It's not been a good month.
What's Gruden say?
I'm not feeling nicey.
It's not nice.
No, it's not nicey right
I do
now.
this thing, got me feeling nicey. Buns, soup, that ain't got me feeling nicey.
My shoulder's killing me. I'm not feeling nicey either.
Yeah, he's bugging. He's lying on his shoulder
pain.
more than normal, which is a lot.
And now you have 2 games left before the Christmas break, and both of them, if you're looking for victories, it worries me a bit. The Senators come in, beat the Kraken 3-0 last night. They've won 6 of 7.
They're the hottest,
hard.
best team in the league since the start of December, Dean.
Is that what it is? Yeah. I mean, they're
Linus Ullmark, his last 6 starts, 5 goals combined he's allowed, multiple shutouts in there. He's coming around. It was funny. We had that prime game on Monday. Adnan was hosting. It was in Ottawa.
right.
And they did the chat with him. And you could see they weren't there yet, but it was some like, we believe we're doing this. I'm the captain. We're all working together. It's not good enough. It's going to get better. And it's like, that sounds like more than just words. And, it took some time from that speech we saw that Monday night.
Tampering, Dean.
It took some tampering. Soft tampering. No one likes the. But they're starting to look like the team on paper everyone looked at in the summer, said this is a good team.
Only Brady Tkachuk could be. Listen, enough about New York. I want to stay in Ottawa. Manhattan. I don't want any part of it. Canada, please.
Too much tax.
Yeah, from Ontario guy to New York guy.
Canada or bust for me, sir. That's what he wants. So yeah, so the Senators come in and are rolling, and then it's the Chicago Blackhawks,
which
the last game before Christmas at 2 p.m.
Sens are 6-1-1.
Hawks beat the Caps last night.
What a great schedule for a Christmas break for these guys.
Yeah, they got lots of time off.
Good early afternoon game and then like 4 days. Oh, baby.
Like 5.
I don't like this for results for the Flames, but if you're looking for time with the family around the Christmas tree, this is unbelievable.
Just wait 1 second here. Before the show started, you said these guys they're teeing themselves up for peak sadness.
They kind of are.
So
yeah.
you're like,
if you're on Team Tank, this could play out brilliantly. I'll explain why.
We got to get shirts made, Dean. Team Tank or Team
Mushy Middle. Peak sadness.
Peak
You
sadness
can have a whole line of them.
Yeah.
Which one are you wearing today? Oh, today's peak sadness.
Yeah,
today is peak sadness.
4-pack of barn burner and peak sadness.
If you're gonna blow 2 goal leads, at least do it in regulation, you dummies. Like
back-to-back wins. Yeah. Yeah.
So Ottawa comes in red hot. I think they're 7-2-1 in their last 10 or 6-1-1 in their last 8, whatever. It's impressive.
They won 6 of 7.
Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just depends how far back you want to go. So that they're feeling great. Ullmark's looked as good as he's looked coming off shutouts in 2 of his last 3, I believe. And then you get Chicago before your vacation. Trap game, distraction central, and they're actually playing a little better. These are not good games for the Calgary Flames in terms of who you want. You want to see the Rangers right now. You don't want to see these guys.
And the American teams play in the afternoon more often. They're used to it. This throws the Flames are not used to these afternoon matinee matchups.
Now, they've been good at home. By all means, prove us wrong. But if you, to your point, Dean, look at their last month, the body of work, it doesn't look anything like their first month of the year. It's been sliding away from them. They haven't scored 4 goals. They scored 4 goals once in their last, 28 games?
Yeah. And then you come back. I don't know what to expect with San Jose. I look forward to actually watching this game, to be honest. Celebrini continues to go, but
in Vegas, scheduled lost.
And then Vegas that's no good. And then
Canucks are interesting right now. There's
Vancouver,
lots of rumors. And Demko is back. JT Miller is back. But the coach has called into question their leadership group. Tocchet has said, we have guys that aren't emotionally invested, which is basically rude.
Hey, Rhett's rapping, and you're just talking about Demko.
I'm sorry. I was trying to do a sports show, but my bad.
No, I know.
Well, we had your hot hockey.
What was that hot take? Demko.
Vancouver's interesting.
Rasmus Anderson can't play D take already. So.
You know what, though, Retro?
What?
Check on that.
Pairing has not been good. The Ball-Anderson duo.
No, we're very braggy about the Ball-Anderson duo.
Look good
you
early.
know what?
As did everything else.
Fat Cat Anderson.
Is it?
Yeah, he got named to Team Swede. He's all set.
Trade him?
Life's good. Has he been any good since they said, hey, we like you. You play on our team.
Had a great start. It's been quieter lately.
So he's trying to prove a point. He was trying to be a
foreign nation
compadre or a compatriot.
Compadre. How's he talking about?
I don't know. He's proud of his country and he's a compadre.
Yeah. Ball's been up and down. Anderson hasn't been as good. Miromanov comes out. Bean.
Your guy Miro's out too, eh?
Only 1 or 2, but yeah.
Like, look, I don't only 1 or 2.
Well, I mean,
top guy.
He's not a top guy.
You were saying that.
I was not.
Did he say that?
I said he's giving you top 4 minutes and he hasn't been a sinkhole. That's impressive for a guy you got off the scrap heap and you're paying $1.25 to. Come on. I'm not telling you he's a top guy.
Try to remember what you say sometimes.
I'd like you to remember what I say
both sides of the fence on every issue.
Do you like a guy that you can hide in top 4 minutes for $1.25?
No, because I have to hide him in the stands because he's terrible.
Yeah,
there's 2 sides. Okay,
is he 4 and then hide him in the stands?
So who is coming in for him in the top 4 then? If we know Ball, Anderson, and Yegor are top 4 guys, who is better than Miromanov that they have right now?
That's an indictment on the team, not on how good Miromanov is.
He gave Bean 1.75. He's much better than Bean in my opinion.
Now stop. You craft this argument. He's good. He's a top 4, and then when it goes sideways, well, for the money he's making, then you bring in the salary implications.
What we've talked
is
about,
he good or is he not?
He and Yegor together have not been bad.
If you're the coach, you don't care about salary. You look at what have I got to put together tonight.
Can I remind you what you thought of him when they traded him here? You guys didn't even know he's an NHLer. He's played top 4 minutes the bulk of his time here. He's not good at it, but he can do it.
Again, an indictment on the team, not a reflection of his ability. So you're saying both again.
So you're saying we were wrong for thinking that he's maybe not an NHLer?
You're like, oh, this Miromanov's useless. Like, no, he's not. He's the best option they have to play number 4. And he's cheap.
Again,
you don't build around him, but he's a placeholder until a Brestevich or a Perrick is ready.
They healthy scratched him. He's
been healthy way less than Hanley and Bean and Barry.
The comparison?
That is their options. That's literally what they're looking at.
You're talking about 2 separate things. Is he an NHLer or is he the best option for the Flames? Yeah, the Flames don't have options. He's probably among the best of the mess that they've got at the bottom.
Correct. And
take that away. What is he in the NHL?
He's probably a 6'7". Yeah.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. It's not about how much he's making salary-wise or if the Flames have better options. Just, is he any fucking good? And I'm not sure he's any fucking good.
Well, I'll give you him 1.25. Go find someone better.
I don't give a fuck, Ryan. Jesus Christ.
Give a fuck. They have a cap to deal with. They don't just build fantasy teams without money. Like, what are we talking about? Connie, bring in Bobby Orr. There's no cap.
No, Bobby's bad knee.
Of course his salary matters. It's the only thing that limits how much talent you have is the cap.
When we are having the discussion as to whether or not he's any good.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So when he plays with Uyghur, are they brutal? No,
That
it's
is
entirely
not-
passable. No one else they can put with him, and it's passable.
You are very
Here we are.
good at the words.
Here we are.
It's just unreal.
Like,
Are they
I'm
brutal?
not trying to tell you anyone wants Miromanov playing in the top four.
You're
He's
right.
their best option.
He's looking for us to say he's right, and you
You're
are
right,
right.
Ryan.
They aren't brutal, but they're just no good.
And again, it's not like, look at what Miromanov's allowed Uyghur to do. Of course not. We know there's one guy carrying the other, but Uyghur hasn't been able to carry any of these other dusters. The results with those two are better than anything else they have, unless you want to put Anderson and Uyghur together, which they clearly don't because they haven't done it. Because then you got Ball and a bunch of dusters in the bottom four.
Come on, Ball, pick it up.
But yeah, like Tyson Berry's a 7-8 at this point. No one in the league wanted him. Bean,
You did.
huge overpay. Nobody really that interested in him. He's a 6-7 at this
Too
point.
soft.
Hall,
Toughen up,
great
boy.
number 6, probably a 7 on a contending team. And Ball's probably a third pair guy on a good team, isn't he? He's your shutdown
He's
third pair
he's-
left shot
he's,
guy.
He's Desharnais.
Yes, he's a third pair guy.
He's taldy.
And so what you have is
They
two
are
good
named him as
defensemen
So big.
and 2 third pair defensemen.
Are you still talking about this?
He's
Oh,
plugging a hole.
you are showing
we
off
are.
the
Attaboy.
holy.
I wonder what the hell's going on. I've got too many buttons undone. You know what it is? It's but for Huska, it's I'm gonna take all these guys. Okay, so I got Anderson and Uyghur and then a bunch of these guys. Okay, let's stir them up here and see. This it's got to be a better way. Then let's take a look. Okay, I got Anderson and Uyghur and a bunch of guys. Okay, hang on. We'll just mix it up again. There's got to be a better way to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so now yes, so there's Uyghur and Anderson, and then I've got just a bunch of guys.
Reshuffle.
Those are your only 2 tough four defensemen if you're actually a good team, right? Like we know that.
Yes.
And Ball, it's like, okay, he for a while he looked pretty darn good, but he just looks like a guy that would be great on a third pair. He's big and you don't want to give him too much.
I think you have to sign him, though, don't you?
You do this summer, but he doesn't have any, like, what? He's going to be tough to sign? Like he's
I do.
not
Who are we
posting
talking about?
numbers.
Which
I'm
one
not
are we
picking
talking
a
about?
Fight. I'm just
No, Bean's an RFA. I don't think he has ARB. I could be wrong. But even if he does, there's not like a big number that coming to him.
Yeah. Either way.
But you need guys to just plug holes at this point, and that's why I have
not if they're going
zero
for the
issue.
playoffs.
Huh? Are you wearing your Huh shirt?
Huh?
I'm wearing my Peak Sadness shirt. They didn't need that point
He
last
is.
night.
Look at him.
Blow
He's
the
not
leads.
very
Today.
upset.
Not today. Also, I mean, gosh, we don't need to keep hammering these guys.
Why not? We rarely
It's,
do. We rarely talk sports, so let's beat them up. a
I
little.
know. Yeah, I know.
It's the season.
Very quiet for Yegor Sharangovich.
Yeah, a lot of. I had the radio on, and a lot of disdain for that fellow right now.
Is there
Strong word. Wow, geez.
the post game? Yeah.
Yeah,
The drunk people put
Yeah,
down the bottle,
the
pick up the phone
drunk-
show.
yeah, the
Yeah.
drunk idiot texters and callers. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not been a good run. Now, injured to start the year, you
Overpaid.
get that.
albatross. Someone called it an albatross, right?
The contract.
Oh, in golf, albatross,
Very good.
very good.
In a business context,
Now, an
Very
albatross in golf is what
that'd be a hole in one on a par 4
yeah,
or a deuce
or a
on
three
a
on a
par
par
5.
five.
No, that would be an eagle.
You're right. Sorry, yeah,
2
yeah.
on a par 5 would be an albatross.
Two. So it's the second shot going in.
Yeah, what you want to see is more of the Sharon Goes from last year. I feel
Jack,
from
can
the
you
injury,
just
but he's
sort
got
of-
to shoot it a bit.
Before we get into it, Jack, can you find us a picture of an albatross? Just so we kind of know what we're looking at. Because if we're going to start calling this guy an albatross, or at least his contract an albatross, let's just be fair.
Well, it wasn't me. It was a drunk loser.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah. But
I'll be on
so
Friday.
injured to start the season. Okay, takes a little time, knock the rust off, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
What's he got? 1 goal, no assists. I think
What
in his
did he
last 9
do
or
to
10.
himself? Was it an ankle?
It was an ankle.
Knee?
Yeah.
Ankle?
Something like that.
Cankle.
Lower, an LBI.
No, you and Mike talked about it, and I think you addressed it really nicely last night. Like all the things that made him great last year in the role he played are still there. You wonder about the injury. Certainly, confidence is an issue, but he's just not shooting the puck, and that's his greatest tool. Like he rifles the puck.
25 games, 6 goals, 2 assists. Shooting percentage of 10%.
That means he's not shooting
But,
a lot because that's not too.
but
bad.
he's just not when he was scoring, because we looked at it, not to kind of do the same show, but Ottawa scores a goal end of November 25th, 7 shots on net. November
Cool.
23rd, Minnesota Wild, 7 shots on net.
And you're
Game
like,
before
he's
that
back.
against
He's
the Rangers,
feeling good.
4 shots on net. He went
Yeah.
on that 3 goals in 3 games, had 5 points or whatever over that span. And now last night, no shots. Florida 1, Tampa 0, Nashville 1, St. Louis 0, Dallas 1.
Ooh, 3
So
shots
you've got-
in 6 games.
Right, you've got your elite shooter in
Yeah,
many
that's
cases,
true.
but maybe your best shooter from a forward standpoint, who's not shooting the puck, which is not ideal.
Is he getting the puck?
Your
though,
2 best
huh?
shooters aren't shooting the puck because
Digging.
Kuzmenko is a
That's
weapon they've just deleted from the lineup. And so
Yeah.
if you want to wonder where that 4th goal is, get those guys looking like they did last year. You got a whole bunch more games with 4 goals.
But they don't.
And
Fact.
Gould brought it up last night, and I'll ask you guys. He said maybe it's time for Sharangovich, much like Kuzmenko. Maybe it's time for him to sit and watch.
Swap them, sure.
Yeah, and I just wondered, do you
Sharon Govich, he's good and he can do other things.
What
yeah,
can
like do you accomplish what you're hoping to accomplish, which is him to shoot the puck more and play better by sitting him? I don't know.
You have years and years of this guy.
right? Which is why you want to
I
get
think
it right.
he's coming off an injury. It's easy for us to say, oh, he's cleared to play. He should be great.
No, it's the shot totals that Dean talked about that
I
led
know,
us to
but you
believe
have
he
to
was
be able,
back.
you have to feel good on the ice, and it's not that rare for a guy to come back from a knee, ankle, lower body injury and not even recognize that he's not paying with the right pace,
I agree.
which means you're not getting to the areas where you're open in time.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think the injury is a big part of this. But again, like, what is it? 5-year deal?
Yeah.
What you've got to get him back to a place where, so is it sitting him to get him a little rest, or is it sitting him to get a little mental
If
rest,
he wants
or
to
is
rest,
it keep
go
playing
ahead.
and know you're not 100? Like,
Aw.
Kuzmenko is quite similar except the contract. Like, they're both shooters that aren't confident and aren't shooting. Neither
I don't
defend
think
a
they're
lick at all.
similar at all. How old's Sharon Govich?
Oh, he'd be like 4 years younger. Yeah, But-
And
neither defend. They're both shoot first guys. Like,
you know, I don't know if Sharon Govich is renowned as being as horse shit as Kuzmenko defensively.
Jaragovich is a bad defender, but he skates really well. That's a big difference. He flies those.
I guarantee you,
Kuzmenko taking some strays.
I guarantee you could teach Sharon Govich to play D if he wanted to.
It's probably the hope, right? They like him on the
He could
penalty
be a
kill.
well-rounded player if you wanted to.
But remember when he came in from Jersey, what we knew about him? Guy scored 20 some odd goals, great
24.
shot, but then Lindy Ruff didn't like him, and then he started working on the penalty kill and moved himself down the lineup.
Yeah, fell off the power play.
Well,
stopped scoring.
I don't. It's a
Gotta
cheap
happen
shot
again.
again. Lindy Ruff's approach to things might
yeah.
have expired.
Why? And it's the same with Kuzmenko, fellas. Like under Boudreaux, Kuzmenko
Right.
was awesome, and then Talkin comes in, is like, "No, you're just not. You're gonna go eat popcorn and not score this half year."
Yeah,
It's very similar.
it's kind of similar for sure. I guess now it's probably all we need to talk
Dean,
about this
we're
game.
just like the team. We shelved that game last
Yeah.
night. We're gonna look forward now.
They
We gotta
shelving it?
move. What are we gonna do?
It is a wild 3 games to look at. The start of this homestand, you get absolutely waxed by Tampa.
Shellacked. I like that
Yeah.
word, shellacked, because
Yeah.
you do it onto your nails, and they did it to the Tampa Bay. Did it to the Flames. They shellacked them.
Then you get the Cup champs coming in and put a pretty thorough clinic on in
They were
terms
sick.
of.
Guaranteed they were.
I
sick.
don't think
And
Florida
they
is
were thinking-
good, but that's as good as the Flames can
And I
be.
think they were thinking about beating up on the Oilers.
Probably
Elevation,
were, but
thin
the
air.
Flames can control the Flames. They were good that night.
All right, fine. The Flames are great.
Yeah.
I'm just saying these 3 games. And then last night, you're like, oh, shit, they look kind of like Florida in the first. And then by the third, you're like, oh, this is the Tampa game again.
So
Yeah,
they're
just-
Evie Stevie after 3.
It's one of each. Good, bad, and
They're Evie Stevie, Dean.
Evie Stevie. Jack, do we have an albatross? I
Albatross,
see. So this is the contract potentially if the play does not elevate for Igor Sharangovich. That's the contract. That's an albatross.
What, Jack? That's a seagull.
I
Stop
think
it.
it's ugly.
There you go. Thank you.
That's the.
That's a
peekaboo.
blue-footed booby.
Is that a dodo bird?
The dodos.
Those are not the same bird, Jack. What the hell are you
Yeah,
doing to
those
us
are-
here?
Jack, what the-
Wait now. With
What
the
the hell are you
same
talking
as
about?
the seagull, do they change colors
This-
as they age?
Is this a male and a female? Like the
they
mallard versus
speckled?
the. What are we doing here?
Jack, what are you trying to do? What selling us a bill of?
No, it says it's an albatross.
Well, that one I believe.
This
the other
one
one's just a
too.
Do
freaking
your
seagull.
GD homework, Jack.
Jeez.
a waved albatross.
Well,
We didn't ask for a waved one.
nobody
Come on.
said anything about a wave.
What does that mean?
We hate the wave here. Stop.
Yes.
True. Don't get Ryan. Don't get him going.
Go back to the other one. I like that's a better look for them. It's a better family photo. Here, the
Albatrosses.
kids and everything. Yeah, there you are.
That looks like a
That's an
weighted
albatross.
animal, right?
The
Like that's an
albatross.
albatross. That's a contract albatross, Jack. Now the other one. This is the golf albatross, just soaring.
Yeah.
There's a wandering albatross. It's amazing. An exceedingly large seabird having a wingspan as much as 11 feet across.
What? 11 feet?
It is
That's
a
special in the
magnificent glider capable of staying aloft for hours at a time without flapping its wings
Jack, go to 3-shot. Could you?
and tends to remain almost entirely at sea, typically coming ashore only to breed.
He's got to load the camera.
Looks good.
We're 11.
We're doing the wingspan, Dean.
That's the wingspan.
11. You can't even fit it in.
Well,
That's
we
how
need
big it is.
We're going to need a bigger studio.
Put some albatrosses in here. No, look, I hope that he's a great contributor moving forward. Back to the show.
Trade his ass.
But yeah, it's clearly a rough month coming off injury.
Come on, Conroy. Make some moves. Heard a rumor today.
Who?
Tell us it.
Iginla's coming to town.
Tiege?
Nope.
Dang it.
Not Joe either. Not Karen. The other guy. Real famous fella.
Jarmo.
He didn't reach out to me, though. I had to hear
Is
it
he
through the
driving?
grapevine, much like Regeer's parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, what have you done to these people that they treat you
That
like
kind
I
this?
of-
don't care. I'm done with them. You're
That
dead
kind of
to
set
me,
you
bro.
off yesterday, Rhett. That
I
kinda-
and I apologize for my outburst there.
It was an outburst,
Not to
yeah.
the person I was outbursting about, but to the listeners and their gentle ears.
Yeah, I did reach out to that person today. They don't really have any interest in seeing Red on Friday.
That's fine.
No,
Feelings mutual.
Ryan.
Well, I mean, it's snowing in Revy, things.
I hope and pray that your machine breaks down.
Oh, that's
No,
just
you don't.
mean, Rhett.
No.
Wishing
Come on.
ill fortune
That's-
upon others?
No, I wished ill fortune upon the machine.
This is your
That's
buddy.
on him. How's he going to get down from the mountaintop?
He's got friends that aren't me, apparently.
Apparently. Once a D partner, always a former D
What's his
partner.
Duster buddy's name that he'd be going with. I'm going to text him.
Tell him he's getting some heat on the show.
It's very sad.
Oh, it went right through my brain. Rico, come to the studio. The studio on Friday. What time should Rico come?
Are you
11.
texting Rich Preston now?
Yes.
This is not. Oh, I thought it was Regeer's buddy
ESPN here.
that went through your. Now we can segue away from this and what better place. Now I mentioned
Doyle.
Lindy Ruff.
Doyle.
you-
That was Regeer's buddy.
Doyle Alexander.
Doyle Brunson. Lindy Ruff is the coach of the Buffalo Sabres. Now, remember, did we say it yesterday or we were talking with Frank on Monday? I guess it was. Terry
Yeah, it was-
Pagula, the owner of the Buffalo Sabres, has watched his team lose 10 straight games. 10 straight. Terry says, you know what? They need some Terry time. That's what they need. They need me to come in there, some Terry time to really inspire these guys and get them going. You know what? I'm going to fly to Montreal. That's what I'm doing. I'm flying to Montreal. Lindy, I'm coming in.
warmed up.
Get the coffee on. Get some of those little sandwiches like they have at funerals. Get a nice little meat tray, cheeses. I'm coming in. We're going to sit down. So he flies in, gets into the room. Fellas, 10 in a row. What the H? What is happening over here? We're the Buffalo Sabres. We're better than this. You're a first rounder. You're a first round pick. You're a first round pick. You're a first round pick. You're a first
10 pick. You're a top
Look at all
10
these-
pick.
you
You're a
got so
top
many
10
good
pick. You're a
players
number
in here.
10 pick.
You're a
number
number
one pick. You're a
You're a
top
first
10 pick. You're a
overall.
top 10 pick.
10 in a row. Now, fellas, here's what I want you to know. I believe in you guys. Lindy, you're not going anywhere. Owen Power, Rasmus Dahlin, you're not going anywhere. Tage Thompson, Dylan Cousins, don't even listen to all the noise out there about trades. You guys are Buffalo Sabres, and you are going to pull yourself out of it. And when you take to the ice against the Montreal Canadiens on Tuesday night, you show the world what the Buffalo Sabres are all about.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry.
Brayden.
TP.
Love Terry time.
Boy, T. Yeah,
Love Terry time.
yeah.
'Tis the season.
Love
So
you,
let's
Terry.
fast forward, but yet rewind. Fast forward last night, those Buffalo Sabres against the Montreal Canadiens.
I'm excited.
Big one.
Here's the
Divisional
drop of the puck. Start of that first game. Look out. The Backlund Anderson analysis. Walk us through this shit.
Yeah, can you? I don't.
So we've
Go for a skate. Arms are out.
uh,
Looks like an albatross out there.
yes,
Huge
big
wingspan.
wingspan, tall too.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of fishing rods.
Seems like good. Right, look at that. It's a 2-on-4, Dean. We're in good shape.
and one of those first overall picks is number 25, correct?
Yeah.
that's
Really
yeah.
I
like
believe
it.
that's Owen Power.
Go.
So he's going to pursue the puck below the goal line.
Rewind. Stop.
Look at the bounce.
Do
It's
you
bouncing.
notice where everybody's? I mean, I guess they're thinking that Owen might do something.
They think
with this.
Owen's going to get this on his stick. They are wrong.
Yeah.
It bounces off his stick.
Right there. What the f is the ref doing? You son of a bitch! Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
You knew there was
Would
a
you
goal.
give him?
Be right there.
Would you give him the business if you were Owen Power?
Well, I'm going to give the ref the business.
That's
Well,
what I'm
here's
saying.
the
Would you
thing.
give the ref? Yeah.
They tell him no one's getting traded. Everyone's like, "Fuck, I'm
Son of
stuck in
a-
Buffalo."
I'll show you, Pagula. I'm
damn
not
it.
getting
The
traded.
trade freeze isn't for like 3 days.
Here's our boy Pete Blackburn, by the way.
That's
That
quite a
meme is-
transformation. Yeah. Yeah.
Dan. Oh boy,
Jeez.
our boy Jack loves this meme. He's dying. Listen,
Jack, walk us through this meme for people that are just listening.
It's Alex Jones,
Yeah.
and I think it's like some workout thing, but
he just went to
he
it.
just gets a spray tan and
Look at me. Look at talk about a revolution.
Holy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, Pete's got a good batting average on
He's
the
not Ozzy Brad good, but he's damn close.
Wait,
He's
it's
damn
one
good.
goal against Dean. Is there more to this
Yeah, that's
story?
only- that's it.
What is-
well,
what?
you remember Patrick Laine, who was, I mean, the Jets, he was gone, and then the Blue Jackets, so he's no good there. He went to Montreal. Well, he was on, so 1-0, right? 19
Yeah.
seconds in, you got a lot of time.
Almost an hour to make that up. No
You
big
got a
deal.
lot of time. We could take a look at some of the other from last night. But
Chapeau.
look at the chapeau.
Tour de chapeau.
Oh, is
Sur
that
la glace.
3?
That was 3.
3 power play
I thought that was a
one-timers.
repeat.
Well, Jack just showed 1 goal twice. That's what it was.
Oh.
But he did score 3.
He got 3, but we saw 2.
Or it's just the exact same
It's
break.
the
Oh,
exact
it-
same spot.
it
Exact
worked?
sa-
So they did it again?
Yeah, they worked and they did it again.
You know what, though? I could see by that game tape that the Sabres were playing with heart and they were playing mean because they were in the box. I
Yeah,
saw a
they were-
couple 5-on-3s there.
They were
Really?
playing 2 men down for sure.
Yeah.
Punish
Yeah.
these Habs
I
by giving them power plays all night. 2-man event, 1 man. Let's make it 2. Screw
I'm
them.
not going to stand for it, Dean. I'm gonna take out my angst.
So if the owner sent a message to them,
Yeah.
what message have they sent back? Because basically he said the fix
know
is
what?
in the room.
Like the French goalie in Slapshot, trade me right fucking now.
So
It's
I'm not going to
kind
trade
of a-
anyone. Now the player's saying back, well, please, could you trade someone?
I'd be really okay with it.
If you could, me,
You can't.
any volunteers?
It's so 14.
Yeah, they need 3 more losses to get to 14.
No, and then 14
Losses.
years in a row
Yeah, that too.
without the
14's a big number.
playoffs. That's
That feels like it's pretty secure.
Oh yeah, you don't lose 11 in a row and make the playoffs
No.
They were in a playoff spot before the skid, but yes,
because
I
they
agree.
won 3 games in a row in California. And that put them in
Without Tage, you're like, wow, they're back, baby. No, they're not back. They're definitely not back.
Okay, well, feels like we're kind of cherry picking and
Piling
giving
on.
them a hard time.
Yeah.
They play Friday night at home to Toronto.
Always a wired building, right? You'd tell us.
It's very excited.
All the
crowd
Southern
will be
Ontarians
loud
come
and
in.
proud. for the
Both
Leafs.
anthems.
Mm-hmm.
Always both anthems.
Correct.
Then they're back on the road in Boston.
They
Sacco.
they love Boston. It's clam chowder.
Battle of the Bees.
Then
Short
the last,
trip. Those
yeah,
are
short trip.
trips.
then another short one. Then they're going to have a couple days. So that's the Saturday night game. Then Monday, their last game before the Christmas break, they're in They're on Long Island or wherever the Islanders
That's a
play.
winnable.
It's Long Island. Yeah, it's in Queens. It's
Yeah.
Nassau County.
Actually, they'd probably rather be at MSG.
Right
They're
now,
hoping-
you would.
If they're
Right
hoping.
now,
to
I
win.
did look. The 3 New York State teams yesterday in the NHL all played, outscored 12-1.
Oh, son of a gun. Well, you know what?
So if you're in New
You know
York,
what?
you got
I'll
a
tell-
chance.
You know what? Drones.
That's you're in Jersey though. That's close. Maybe they
That's
move.
right.
The Devils, meanwhile, they won last night.
Is Jersey a different state?
Jersey.
New Jersey's a state?
That's
Jack,
correct.
could you get the globe?
Jack,
Could you
you're
give the globe a
American.
spin
You're
there and give us a
Yank.
shot?
Boom. Could you
Good.
give us a shovel?
I didn't know that. I thought
I
it was
don't-
in New York.
You
Are
thought
you-
New Jersey was in New York.
I don't think New Jersey's a state, you idiots.
I don't think it's a state either.
Boom. This is unbelievable. Just let it
Do
breathe.
you want to have a debate?
Walk us through this. Yeah. Tell us.
We've
more.
lived in America. You two idiots
That's
haven't
right.
left Alberta.
That's right.
Like, if anybody knows,
Mhm.
Jack's a effing Yank.
And you had your green card. You live
New
there.
Jersey.
New Jersey.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Jack, do you want to Google "is New Jersey a state" and read us the answer?
Because I watched The Sopranos.
Right.
Love that show.
Great show.
So it was in the
Well,
New
there
Jersey
was-
suburb of New
Well,
York.
yeah,
too?
but
That's what
There's
you're.
a lot of talk of New York.
Yeah. It was,
Talked about New
feels
York.
like it's just a
lot.
part of New York.
It's a state. Yeah.
Really?
Is it?
Well, you're saying it wrong then.
Jack, you literally didn't know it was a state?
No.
Oh my
You're-
God.
You're an idiot.
What? How many grades of school did you go to in the U.S.? Any, or were those all
None,
here?
no.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that makes sense because in the States they hammer you over the head with all the 50.
I'm not real technologically smart.
Jack, tell me you're lying. Tell me
What was the topic?
you're the guy. You're the American of the group.
You are the Yank.
Right. You're on my side.
I was going along because I didn't want to leave you out there by yourself. I'm
You
a
s-
great
I
teammate.
joined you.
I had your back.
I had your back.
Reds completely abandoned him. This is beautiful. Watch this.
Yeah,
So
they were
good.
teammates, much like a wrestling match. You have totally turned on your partner. He's reaching for the tag, and you
This
hit him
is-
with the ring bell.
Hogan just turned heel here. This
Yeah.
is NWO. This is unbelievable stuff.
Is it?
What was the topic?
Is New Jersey a state?
No, before the
The
state.
Devils played well. The New York teams are not. The Devils
Why
aren't
have
in
we
New
moved
York
on from
because they're
Buffalo?
in New Jersey.
I thought this was still a Buffalo thing.
He was talking with the schedule to go play the Islanders next.
Oh, God.
Back to you, Dean. What a stupid show.
You know how
Is Alberta a
yesterday,
province?
you know how yesterday people were texting in saying how Stephen Brunt kind of elevated the level of class around here.
Bullshit.
Thanks, Jack.
We'll fix that.
Thanks a lot.
Do you know how many states there are? I don't want to put you on the spot, but you can just say no.
Ryan.
50.
Didn't Google it. He knew the
Oh,
answer.
51. Trump just said the other day. What
Yeah.
Right.
are you talking about?
It's inevitable, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Vina Nova.
I got a text from Justin today.
Did you really?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Vina Nova, it's lab grown diamonds. Their new location at Market Mall. They opened November 1st and they have been swinging in there. Lab grown diamonds, it's the way to go. There's still time, right? But now it's cold out and stuff. But get
going
there.
there.
Not a
fellas.
lot of time, Dean.
It's not a lot of time.
What are we, a week? We're a week.
We
Jeez.
told you.
Yeah.
It's-
A week?
We told you.
Oh,
And again, I'll say this: there's going to be at least 1 or 2 days where you think, "Oh, well, that I've got a week." You don't, because there's going to be a day or two that gets away from you. You're like, "Oh, I was going to get stuff done today, and now look at this. I had to."
last Wednesday, last Thursday, last Friday.
You're gonna end
Running
up
out here.
drunk, and then you're hungover. You're not doing it that day.
Friday's
Not doing it
total
then.
write-off. Double Christmas party Sunday. That's a write-off.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Get her done.
And if you go into Vina Nova or you're shopping online at vinanova.com, you can use the promo code BarnBurner. Or if you're in store, you just say, "Hey, I hear the ads on BarnBurner. Discount for you."
Tell them Dean sent you.
Yeah. I don't know that BarnBurner for sure. That'll
So-
do something.
The
But,
thing with these lab-grown diamonds, Dean,
Yeah.
much more affordable, not as dirty as the mined ones. And so
It's weird.
Reds
Yeah, you would.
He's been thinking about going to get some of those jeans bedazzled with real diamonds on the back pockets, like Edmonton
Mhm.
affliction style.
Yeah.
These are the types of things that'd be way harder to do with the mine ones because the cost, whereas these lab growns, you can do whatever you want. Let's go.
I was
Let's
just
go get
preparing for the moss pit after my fantasy.
right.
I was going to bedazzle.
Yeah, you'd be bedazzling the crowd
right.
up there.
They would be bedazzled.
Who's
Yeah, don't.
this cool guy?
And wouldn't you think? Here's just in any other circumstance. So here is something. It's been made by professionals, by experts in a lab,
Mhm.
pristine conditions, perfect quality, or something that you go out somewhere and you dig it out of the ground, and it's in. There's there's sputz in it, and it's
Dinosaur turds in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of here.
So which one do you feel like I'm going to pay extra for that one? I'm going to pay more for that.
It's
This whole diamond thing. They got
Found
it
this
up.
walking through the woods. Yeah. Oh, nice.
And you know what? We're on the right side of it because we've figured it out.
we were there early.
So we get savings like 60, 70%, maybe 80% less than that stuff they're hauling out of the ground. And this is the stuff they make in the lab that's pristine and perfect.
You should get those jeans done, right?
Just keep it between ourselves and Vina Nova. Barn burner. I have a Noodles update.
Okay. I've been texting Noodles today too. It's touch and go here.
Because of course he covers the Ottawa Senators,
Correct.
And they play hockey a lot. And then he's got this radio show that he does. So
That's getting in the way. I'll tell you
It's
that.
a
right
big-
yeah, they were in Seattle. He's flying into Edmonton today. Snow in Edmonton, running late.
Seattle.
Seattle. So not going to be able to land and get to his rental car in time to join us on the show today.
Good.
Okay,
I said all good. See you Friday. He said, "Okay, buddy. Let's chat on Thursday."
Timeline. Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Let's chat on Thursday to make the plan for Friday. He is very steadfast. I said of the first text today, I'm like, "We got you today." He's like, "I'm flying to Edmonton. I thought I was coming on Friday, but I can't drink." Ha ha. So I don't know what the ha ha if that leaves the door open a little
No,
bit.
he ain't drinking. We'll get him a nice.
I would
variety
never
of his
say he was drinking anyway. That's up
favorite
to him.
soft
Who the hell
drinks.
are we to push?
Yeah.
Yeah, stop pushing, dude.
And if there's a guy that doesn't need it, it's him.
100%.
He'll be shits and giggles
That's a
without
good
it.
point. There's some people that go out, and if they're not drinking, they're not worth having at the party.
That's right.
Then there's some people that shouldn't drink.
Yeah.
And then there's
Better.
Noodles that you really wouldn't know if he is or isn't.
Yeah.
He's quality all the time.
And super comfy to be around a bunch of D-bags like us after a
Yeah.
few drinks.
So he's not coming on?
Not today.
Can you say that
Good.
again?
That
please?
gives us more time to talk
today.
about Lindy Ruff and the Sabres. Oh, by the way, not that he's listening. Poor Robert Ray Jr. had a little spill on the ski hill outside Buffalo.
Bobby Jr.
Popped the old spleenage in the
Oh
hospital.
dear.
We're wishing him all the best.
So,
Not good.
but you can live without your spleen.
Yeah, they
right?
repaired it, apparently.
It's got a laceration, I'm guessing.
apparently.
They repaired it, and they were finding out more news late last night. So, yeah.
Huh.
Shit's no good.
Well, T's and P's. We're hoping that you get better, buddy. Hey, buddy. How do you think Robert is taken?
In stride.
Yeah. Well, you would
Is that
think.
his eldest?
I'll tell you. No, that's his youngest. His
Okay.
daughter is, and she runs his show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Absolutely owns Papa. There is no.
Yeah.
She asked. You got it.
Yeah.
What was
Dean's
I
got the
gonna
only
say?
daughter here. We don't really.
No.
have that
I
effect
would
in our
be
lives.
frightened.
I'm
of
good
a
at
female
no's.
in my home. Oof.
Yeah. You don't say no. And they get rattled in the event a no comes their way. Like when you're out doing some shopping, maybe on the weekend, buying gifts for somebody else, and she's just, you know what? She's really good at finding stuff she would like.
Mhm.
Oh, Dad, I would like that. What about this? What about? Well,
Well, honey,
no,
we're shopping for other people.
honey,
Spirit of giving.
we're like a week away from Christmas. We can't. What?
What world am I in?
Hey, Tubby, That's not how this works. I said, babe, I'm your dad. Please, some respect.
She said,
So then I bought her the stuff and we just kept going. Yeah,
You fixed the situation.
yeah I did.
Yeah, you showed her. That's right.
Fixed the glitch. Yeah, fixed the glitch.
We had a bit of a hiccup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We just got it figured out.
The way it works.
Yeah. Tubby's harsh. I mean, especially coming from your kid.
Top rope. Jeez.
Real eye-opener.
Yeah. It's very demoralizing when it comes from your 13-year-old daughter.
Really took the wind out of the sails.
Hey, Tubby.
Was ready for a no, and all of a sudden, a little shaken.
Oh,
Jeez.
That did not sound.
Now someone doesn't need lunch anymore.
yeah, there's some little phlegm burger for lunch today. Anybody? We will do the Pinder Report. What do you think? Get into it?
We got more on some of the things we talked about, which is there's some teams in a rough spot, friends, like rough spot. So that's where we'll be today.
All right. Village Honda on now till the end of the month. Today, this is another one of those days we talk about when do you want to test drive a vehicle? When the perfect weather?
25 degrees in June?
Yeah,
Not
plus
really.
20. No, how about when it's a little bit chilly, a little bit of snow on the,
Ruts.
Yeah, get some ice under the snow.
this is when you're going to know what you're doing. And vehicles like the Ridgeline and the CRV and the Passport, even the Allwood, like the Odyssey van, this is when they excel. And right now, until the end of the month, Village is having their year-end pre-owned clear out. Over 70 units in stock, starting from only $11,988 and up to $2,000 in a trade bonus. All makes, all models, all budgets. Don't wait. Get to Village Honda in the Northwest Auto Mall. They are your dealership for life. Once you go there, you just why go anywhere else?
No leaving.
Do that fancy.
For life.
For life.
Fellas, let's head over to Flames Nation, the old mothership, see what people are talking about. Oh, Nazem was happy when he scored that one, wasn't he? It was a beautiful goal.
Look at me.
You got the full Nazem cadre spectrum last night. What are you saying? Look at me. What's it mean? Great goal. It's a lot to celebrate. If he doesn't cheer, you guys going to beat him up for not being happy. Now he cheers when he scores.
He followed up with 7 turnovers in overtime.
There was that.
It all on his own.
It's best
because
overtime
he wanted
ever.
more. Look at me.
You wanted to score.
Boy,
Sure.
he'd be good in Buffalo.
Yeah. Great colors. Blue and yellow.
Him for powers. Terry, make it happen.
TP. So that's what's happening over in the world. Yes, an overtime loss for the Calgary Flames. Yes, a game where they blew a couple leads. And yes, they moved into a playoff spot with said heartbreaking loss, believe it or not. They've got a game in hand on the Avs and the same number of points. And thus, in we go, fellas.
This is very confusing. I don't understand how we're ahead of Colorado.
Look at the games played.
They're in the Mile High City.
Yeah, they are higher. Rhett's right. Altitude-wise.
Are they really?
Their altitude is higher than Calgary.
So high.
A mile high. We're what are we? A kilometer high? What's is that?
Don't
The
imagine.
kilometer high city? What's the
Less
expression?
games.
A lot of games. A lot of games.
We've played 32. They've played 33. And
You got a game in hand, Red. That's what you got. And Dean, you're good at math. 82 games this season. They played 32. How many left?
Okay, one more time. 82?
Yeah.
And they've played 30.
How many left?
I got about 75 left.
Yeah. So there's lots of runway.
Lots of
Lots of runway left.
Good. What about said schedule, though? We looked at it. Let's take another peek. 3 left in the homestand, then a big old Christmas break. Look at that. From Saturday afternoon until the following Saturday.
yeah, take some time off, fellas. How much time off are these bastards getting this year?
Okay, around the room, you're an NHL player. You make NHL salaries. Are you going to the tropics over Christmas? Jack, hot Christmas or cold
100%
Christmas?
yes.
Hot Christmas. Rhett,
No, there's too much travel. I got kids. My daughter won't. Got
you have a
friends.
private jet. What are you
Here's the
talking?
thing, though, Rhett. You play in San Jose. You're going to have to be in San Jose on Friday.
All right, wait now. If I'm going to answer this with any, am I single?
No, you're you now. Or
Ooh.
Me with my kids? I got a family of 3.
You
No,
didn't have any kids when you played in the league.
back in the day.
okay.
When did you?
So you're single or you've got a little girly friend, a hot little number.
Well, she's going to want to introduce me to the family. I'm going to avoid that like the plague.
right.
Yeah.
So definitely I'm going to go to Thailand.
Because I was
Dean,
looking
hot
at that,
vacation?
right? Because you look at the calendar, they got 6 days, but really that last day is a travel day to San Jose. So even if you're out of town, then you got to get back.
I
to
believe
Calgary.
there's a captain's skate in one of those days?
Right?
Probably you skate the evening of the 27th.
That's the question you got to ask yourself, Dean. Are you committed? I was committed. I was going to Cowboys, and that's it.
Good run. 6 nights of Cowboys. Here's the beauty of it. You could probably be on a chartered PJ by 8 p.m. Saturday, Dean.
Right?
What is your commitment
Sunday,
to the cause?
Monday,
Especially if you're already
Tuesday,
south.
Sunday,
You're all the way
Thursday,
down
I
there.
can go back to San.
Tuesday,
5 days in the
Wednesday,
tropics.
happy days. Thursday, Friday. Hey.
I'm already in San Jose. Where are you guys? You know, you might beat him down there.
Yeah, but you won't have your skates and you won't be ready for the captain's.
Oh,
skate.
Depot.
Please slide
Hey,
$1,000 to the equipment guys.
Depot,
We'll
please.
solve
All
all
the
those
private
issues.
jets, you could probably.
You're PJing everywhere, baby.
Only
Calgary
Rhett would
to the
be.
tropics to San
Why would
Jose.
you go to the tropics if you're going to San Jose? Why not just go to like
San Jose?
SoCal?
Because it's not hot this time of year. You want 18 degrees?
Jack,
Sure.
check the weather.
What's the weather?
Tijuana. You can do stem cells.
Now you're getting closer. You're getting down the old. Go to Cabo.
Cowboys.
I don't like Cabo.
Only Rhett December 25th would be
Not
like,
that great, Rad. It's
guys.
low teens, rainy.
Thank you. It's not a hot vacation.
I'm not. I just wanted you to check, Jack. You don't have to jump down my
Stop
throat.
berating him, Jack.
Jesus.
New Jersey. The East standings look like this. We look at them because, well, the next opponent is in a playoff spot.
Who?
Senators.
What?
I
I
know.
thought they were dog shirts.
And look at Jack's El
Oh, we're
Penguino.
gonna need a Flames win.
Penguins.
Look at Jack's bouncing behind his right
Oh,
now.
yeah,
Dino,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Penguins are an albatross.
Steelers, Penguins.
Where I had it here. Penguins 7-2-1 in their last 10.
Oh, they're so good.
Linus Ullmark, last 6 starts. 1 goal against, 1 goal against, 1 goal against, 0 goals against, 2 goals against as Anton Forsberg got hurt in warm-up, and 0 goals against.
I feel like
Terrible.
Forsberg's been hurt in warm-up before.
Soft, right?
Could be.
It's a bad last name for injuries. I know that.
You're all shit face, and then you try to battle through it, and you're like puking in the net, and you're like, "Ooh,
What is he
I'm
talking
hurt."
That's God.
Linus,
You imagine someone like read the transcripts of the show and thought it was like people being serious? How much trouble you'd get
Yeah,
in, how
I
much
know.
people would hate you.
Yeah.
puking
in the crease.
You're not invited me to their Christmas parties, or tell me they're coming to town.
I hope it doesn't get to that point.
Got a case of the hurt feels there, I think.
Yeah.
Now let's turn that frown upside down, Dean, and see who's really dominating this season. It's the old inverse standings. Did we get the inverse yet?
Oh, for Christ's
Number
sake!
7.
It's okay.
Inverse
We don't want it's
standings.
too not till the new year. Not
It's early for the inverse.
year.
Well, the Flames aren't in them. That's the whole thing.
Well,
But we're going to
that's
get
a
into
good-
some teams that are and that are living their best, most painful existence. There you see the Nashvilles, Rets boys.
Big win last night, Ryan.
No, well, and that's the thing. When you lose to that team, welcome to Tina Turner's world, New York Rangers. You are in the bottom 10. Ooh. And Buffalo, top 3.
Now-
Maybe they just need a top 3 pick.
James Hagen's from New York.
Oh, wow. Is
I
he?
mean, not to jump in, fellas.
Yeah.
But the Rangers didn't just lose. They got shut out
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the
they
Predators.
Well,
Yeah.
they need their owner to come down.
So they got shut out by the last place team in the NHL.
3 straight, 5 of 6 in their last 14 games. The Rangers have 3 wins.
Hoof. We have more on the Rangers in a moment, but first, former Calgarian and great story. Too small, not going to play. Andrew
Nenshi,
Manzapani. That's a
Saturday.
dirty little dangle. For
You know what
Manch.
else that is? That is a rub it in your ex teammate's face. Like, ooh.
What would you send him? Just an emoji of hands?
You know what?
Dangled.
That is so clean. I mean, the puck doesn't hit. It's
Through his
just
legs.
absolutely.
That's an awful poke check, by the way. Come
Are
on
you
now.
in the NHL?
Well, he's probably hoping his D-man doesn't get rinsed.
No question.
I've been working on this with
Oh,
body contact.
Missed.
One, Bow Valley Flames. You got to keep the eyes on the chest.
The chest.
Right there.
don't be looking at the puck,
Puck,
TJ.
the puck, you can't do.
Yes, right there. You okay, Dean? Yeah. You going down?
Right there. A lot
That was
happens
good.
right there.
This.
Play that's good, Dean.
That was good.
That's good.
I got another good for you.
Oh.
Pat Liney's back, and he's sniping. Well, you showed us the goals, but you didn't show us this replay. Check this out and try not to vomit. It's so incredible.
Watch it. It's good.
That's really good.
That's where you put it.
Again, that's a mail slot on a one-timer. I love seeing that guy score goals.
I'm happy do it. Get back to being
Like,
great.
score 50, and I don't care if 48 of them are on the power
Can
play.
you
Just do
imagine
this.
Pat Liney
Oh my
scoring
God.
50 for the Habs.
Gould was saying
Oh,
last night, what
man.
is it about Montreal? You
cares
see
what-
guys go
Ooh.
there. We were talking about Alexei Kovalev, or just guys that kind of have a renaissance when they get to Montreal. All those European. What's wrong, Red? Because I'm talking.
Fucking Gould is like
All right.
the star of the show today.
Seriously.
Gould said that.
Heavy man
Gould.
crush.
Gould.
And then Gould said
It's got
this.
a weird last name. Gould.
Did you hear
It's
when
not
Gould said
Gold.
this?
It's not Gould.
And Gould made a good point
Gould.
about
I
this.
really had a nice chat with Gould.
Ryan, back to you.
Thanks, Dean. Let's get to some bad stuff, because that was the good, right?
Yeah.
So the good, but now on the
Yeah,
other
it's
side.
good.
Yeah, the bad. This is a little less good. Sabres, what are we doing here? This is Mike Harrington, his piece that he's filed. There's no
Long-time Sabres
Mr.
reporter. Yeah.
There's no Mr. Brightside. T-Peg, which is Tony Pagola's nickname. Little speech meant squat. Sabres are dumb, soft hockey team, last in the East, almost last in the NHL. Quote, you'd think with the meeting and the 10-game losing streak, at least we'd have legs and energy. We didn't, end quote.
Who was
That's from the
quote?
Buffalo News.
Who's the quote from? Is that
It's
his
behind a
quote?
paywall. I don't know. It's a player or a coach.
That's bad.
That is bad. Yeah. No, let's stick with it. That's bad because
Razor for president.
yeah.
Robbery. It's some kind of chant music, Jack.
Yeah, we're so
Sorry, it's the Pinder Report. Ryan, back to you.
Back to the memes. We love the memes.
Love
It's
the
a
names.
good meme, but it's about a team being bad. So that's up to you again.
saw this.
That's good or that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, but the meme and the Pete Blackburn tweeting, it's good. It's really a good tweet.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Rangers, they also suck. We talked about a loss in Nashville last night. So where are we at on the Rangers? Okay, boys, let's get to. Oh no, guys,
That is so awesome.
hey, we just got to play as a team. No one can do it all themselves. Everyone play your position.
Again, body contact one, Bow Valley Flames. I'm trying to tell them, spread out.
Spread out, fellas. Let the puck do the work.
Let's watch that again, Jack.
Oh, this
if
is
we can,
this is
because
magic.
This is hot. This is real good.
So
Here we go.
that's Fox and Trocheck.
Oh,
Those are
geez.
all the heroes from the playoffs last spring. Just Rhett's dying here. Get the camera on. Rhett.
look at
He's
this.
losing his mind.
Well, they got that's Jankowski, isn't it, with the pressure?
Well,
Wow,
you got
and
it.
Jack
What are you gonna do?
Yes, what are you gonna
Jeez.
do?
Only mere mortals.
One of them gonna cover Jack.
That's bad.
That is bad, yes.
Okay, let's break this down a little bit.
Okay, the Red Illustrator for the third time today. Unreal.
Okay, slowly, more. Now, so the guy's going to swipe his stick. He doesn't even get to the swipe, but he does trip Fox, I believe it is, the defenseman coming
Yeah,
across.
sticks in the wrong spot there. Looks like he can
All
trip
right,
his
let it go a
teammate.
little bit. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got it. Oh, no.
But you know what that is? That's the look how hard I'm trying. I'm working hard to get us out of this tailspin.
You know what Rhett says at the end of that shift? Fellas, work smarter, not harder.
I can tell you what the Rangers should have done because they're in Nashville. They should have been at Tootsie's. and
Yes.
just-
You better be hung over playing guilty, but I doubt they were. Oh, by the way, easy part of the schedule coming up for the Rangers. Let's read it out. Dallas, Carolina, New Jersey, Tampa, Florida, Boston, Washington, Chicago, Dallas, New Jersey, Vegas, Colorado.
That's bad.
I mean, the caliber of the teams, good.
Yeah, it's good.
But the Rangers already in a bit of a hole, falling into the bottom 10, not playing well.
That's
the
bad.
schedule, very bad.
Not good.
Ugh. Well, I'm sure.
But they made that trade, so it's
Yeah, and
just
the
working
journalists
its
in New
way
York
out.
won't be all over them. This is fine. Let's go to the New York Post today, see what's happening there. I'm sure the patience being preached here. The Rangers need to grow up and stop playing the victims. Larry Brooks.
Yeah.
Let him have it, Larry.
Wonder what Trouba's thinking as he's sitting in his backyard swimming
what's
pool
this?
and hot tub.
What's this sound I hear?
Oh, that's the ocean. That's really boy. That's
wow.
peaceful.
Oh, well, that's kind of nice.
Boy, there's a lot of sand between here and the water, which I thought would be a problem, but it's just all kinds of beach volleyball courts,
Kind of nice, yeah.
piers, and kids making castles.
This is great. How you guys doing back there, back on the other coast?
Oh, they're in Nashville. Oh, they must have beat it. Oh,
Because Nashville's bad.
they're what?
That's bad.
So 2-0. Didn't score a goal. And as you said, a plum schedule on the way.
Like they're in, I think, miss the playoffs more than make at this point. Just to go 500 in that stretch
Can
would
you
be
throw the
really hard for
standings
this group.
back up. Really?
It's such a good
It's
the
such a good
goaltender.
roster, but I'm sorry, they're not playing well, and they're already 3 back, which isn't a ton. But look at the schedule and tell me how they're going to play well in here. They couldn't even handle Nashville.
There needs to be a shift, right? Like the goal,
Yes.
maybe the goalie can get out of his mind and pull them out of it a little bit because he is that good.
And the goalie hasn't been awful. The team in front of him has been awful, and he's been just okay.
Yeah.
And Larry's probably got a point.
Yes, I think it's
But-
rattled the room that
Yeah.
names got out. Fellas, you've got no move clauses or you don't. You're pro hockey players. You're living in Manhattan. Suck it up and play.
Yeah, and you all loved playing here before. This was a really wonderful place, and all of a sudden
Yes.
it's no good anymore.
And
You know what? Laviolette's an idiot. Get rid of him.
I think they like the coach. I think it's the GM and the owner that are the problem here.
Well, that's why Sutter got me. I had to get that POS Drury out of here and
Yeah.
bring in some good people.
Some character guys.
See what he's doing now, right? He's bringing that blasé attitude
Yank.
to the Rangers.
He's a Yank.
Yank. We need a good Sasker. Who's a good Sasker out there?
Great Pahal. Let's get him out there.
Mhm.
The NHL schedule tonight, Dean.
All right, that's the 5 games.
What, 15 teams? Yeah, there we are. Dallas, Toronto. Interesting. Okay. Minnesota, Florida. Those are 2 of the best teams in the NHL in the regular season standings. And the Jets continue their California road
What's
swing.
Utah?
What is it? It's a state, right,
Oh,
Jack?
like New Jersey.
Or is it a city? Jack, update
Tell
us,
me.
please.
It's a state.
What about Minnesota? City or state?
State.
Pretty good.
He's doing all right.
Give another couple here. What about
No.
Las Vegas?
City.
What about Arizona?
I said I had
State.
to get out early. Let's
It's
go.
doing pretty good. Okay.
Idaho.
Watch your mouth.
State.
I want to go to that Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene's fun.
What are they doing, Coeur d'Alene?
I don't know. It's supposed to be
They're
nice.
taking about $1.50 Canadian to make 1 American one. I know that.
Ooh, the dollar,
Jeez.
Dean. The dollar's
Ooh,
not
Dino.
good right now. That
Thanks.
Chicago trip that you canceled.
Great move by
Good.
you.
Good call, right?
Yeah.
Great call by you. Let's go to some NFL news. Jack is all absolutely wired up for the next Steelers match. You want context? There it is.
Look at this.
So if the under is set for 35, the over under, we're just hammering under here. Like, what are we talking about? 18-16, 17-10, 17-10, 16-13, 14-16, 16-13, 20-19, 19-14. They're all 1-score games. This can be a gem this weekend.
Very close.
Yeah, Pittsburgh 6.5 spread. We're all taking that.
Ooh. They're getting 6.5.
Yeah.
Really?
Ooh. Who's hurt?
TJ
Watt.
The play?
I don't know.
Pickens.
I think
Pickens.
I'm sorry, Jack, but I got a bad feeling about the steel curtain.
I got a feeling.
I don't like that.
They've been riding high, fat and sassy, and I think it's about to come crumbling.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
They're a bit like the Kansas City Chiefs.
Really enjoying this Mr. McMahon documentary that I'm getting into now.
Right.
It's reminding me of the good old WCW versus. That was the beginning of the turnaround when they got Vince in the ring, so to speak. But I never remember this guy. Maybe it's newer than this. Is Stephen Flo, and he's a wrestler.
Even Flo Pearl.
Yeah.
Well, and so listen to his entrance music. It's pretty good.
rhymes. Yeah. Even flow does rhyme with Steven Flow. Yeah. And sounds like even flow.
It's a banger.
Well done. Attaboy, Steve.
Love you, Steve. New favorite.
Rhett, it's not advised in this climate to be on your motorbike in the winter, but Rhett,
Why?
he's a libertarian. He doesn't like other people telling him what to do.
I can't ride my pedal bike. I'm going to ride my motorbike.
Now, is that a hookah or a camera? What are you holding there? Looks like a hookah.
Wipe right out. Wipe out.
Where is that with the
This is pretty good.
underpass? Yeah, that's.
I couldn't do that if I was lying on the floor. Guy's got some flexible groins there.
He's got great core. Dude. Great core.
He's got great. You know what? His
I would
pelvic
give-
floor is solid.
Yeah, he is for sure. Oh, I gotta get back. Not bad. Good work, Rhett. You landed.
I
it.
could bang for hours probably
Now, here's the thing, though.
with that pelvic floor.
Too much time home alone.
You worked with a guy who loved like Diet Cola. Is that right? Just would house
Yeah.
like,
Would crush him?
cases of them a day.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Worked
it's on
with-
him
worked with more than one actually, but yeah, guys have had a serious Diet
So
Coke thing.
let's check. Dean, I didn't know you were so big. This
I
is
love
amazing.
DC.
That's not Stephen Flo. That's
That guy told Trudeau he wasn't going to do his dumb tax thing.
Yeah, that's right. It's also Ryan on Friday afternoon.
actually, I do have a video of a costume I'm bringing Friday. You okay if we dress up a little?
Yeah, I've got something planned.
This is great stuff. It's a little spooky at first, but once you know it's me, you're fine. Oh, that is
Is that a real?
like this gotta be Alaska where everything. Oh,
It's real. They're on a fishing boat.
You wash his hands there.
Been out to sea for a while, have you?
Yeah.
Getting a little bored, are we?
That's a great
Is that him
costume.
yawning there? Yeah. Stifling
was
a
yawning.
yawn.
I just washed my hands. Yeah. Okay. Rhett was doing some feats of strength the other day. Always great to see.
That's why my shoulder's sore.
Really sore. He's in the tug of war here. So kind of looks like Dean. Look at those calves. Wow.
I saw this one.
Let's go, Lee. Let's go.
Like, okay, so what is it? It's got to be a semi truck, maybe
School bus or
school bus for sure. Maybe it's like a whole team of like, hockey players or something. It's quick. It's gonna be dusty.
Lord.
Oh, it's a
Просто easy.
lion. Or tigers. It's getting dusted by a lion.
Tired.
He's gassed. And this guy's just like, you don't have a smoke. I'm just chilling here.
Better floor.
Yeah. Also, screws for days.
bangs.
Not that kind
He bangs. He bangs.
Friday's going to be a crazy show.
And Hawaiian shirt day.
And Hawaiian shirt day. Yeah.
That too. And so when you are having more than a couple people over, sometimes you got to scale up your production. I present to you washing machine margaritas. Washer off
I
Kijiji.
just got rid of a washer.
Yeah. Let's be honest.
I've seen this.
We've all drank stuff out of worse spots than that.
Oh,
say
absolutely.
it's the alcohol in it is going to kill any of the germs. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
Not at all.
That's why I drink.
Keep your
Keep
We used
my
to make-
immune system up.
Make those yucklefucks in like Rubbermaid garbage cans. That's got nothing on that.
Jack's gone and found some footage also of us leaving the studio last year after the Holiday Spirit show. So I don't appreciate this, but it's probably, this week would be a good time to remind people. Just,
Be
That's
safe.
Marteloup there.
yeah.
That's
finally
the
got
bike
that
lane.
roads done.
Ryan.
The angle here. Ooh. Ooh.
Very windy in Marteloup.
Almost stuck the landing. Almost. So
Yeah.
close.
Trying to ricochet off.
That's those wash machine margaritas.
Well,
man.
and
They just climb right up on you.
the trouble there is you had your hands in your pockets too, right? So it's hard to
That'd be
brace
cool.
yourself and to kind of get your equilibrium when you got your hands in your pockets.
Cool part of town. Got to be cool.
Tough one, yeah.
Anyway, that's your Pinder Report today, dude.
There you go. Village Honda. Year-end pre-owned clear out. Over 70 units in stock. We told you, they're part of the Wood Automotive Group. If you don't see something there, I understand you're part of a bigger conglomerate. Is that what you would say? Yes, that's right. Come on in, have a seat. Would you like some hot cocoa? And we'll find this vehicle, this perfect pre-owned that is going to work for you.
You want it in red? We'll get it in red.
All makes, all models, all budgets. Village Honda, online, villagehonda.com, and at the Northwest Auto Mall.
That's good.
Stephen Flo, is that who that was?
Steam flow, yeah.
Real good.
Have to check that out. Outdoor dental. It's a good chance you might be doing a bit of boozing, snoring on the couch, snoring in front of everybody when you had too much turkey and gravy.
Yeah.
Maybe a little preemptive strike. Maybe you slide by Outdoor Dental and let the Soleil laser go to work for you.
Had a buddy do just that. So I started talking about that laser snoring stuff. What do? I said, simple. Just go to outdoor.dental, give them a call, whatever it is, easy for you. Get booked in and, get at it over the holidays without all the annoying snoring.
2 15-minute treatments, increase the tension in the soft palate, reduces snoring. It's non-surgical. It's pain-free. It's that Soleil laser revolutionizing things in the dental field to the point that that's not even dental work. Above and beyond.
It's crazy.
Dr. Jay Patel. Brilliant. And then, of course, they use it for the dental work. And the dental implant treatment can be scary, expensive, that sort of thing. It's cutting-edge dental technology to ensure that you're healthy and happy and confident in your results.
I found a tooth on the floor the other day. Could I take it in and have them determine whose it is?
Ooh, that's interesting. Like, do you want it dated, like carbon dating?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a dinosaur tooth, shark tooth.
No, it was a human tooth.
Human tooth, eh? Yeah, I'm not sure they do that, but
Okay.
Worth asking.
worth a shot. Yeah.
Oh,
Outdoor.dental is the website. Yeah.
Check.
Hey,
the,
Dr. J.
List of services.
Found some random tooth in the house. All right. Fair
Found
enough.
this in my arm. Do you know whose it is?
There was something bugging me. I thought maybe it was like an ingrown hair or something.
Yeah.
It's a bicuspid.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's been in there.
Friday? Did you?
I think it's been in there a long time now that I think about it.
Jeez.
Outdoor.dental is that website. Tomorrow on the show, we will be doing the Great Clips inbox. So get your emails in. We've got a few. Could use some more if you've got some questions for the show. Great Clips inbox at FlamesNation.ca is the email address. Great Clips inbox at FlamesNation.ca. If you have queries, questions, thoughts, hopes, dreams, share them with us, and we'll get into them on the program tomorrow. For Great Clips, it's going to be great.
Great.
And before we head out
Bit adieu.
today, a little bit of super chat. A little bit of super chat. We do the super chat, of course, for the youth centers of Calgary. Kids are welcome, accepted, get a little place to hang out, stay out of trouble.
Warm meal. Love it.
Absolutely.
Hang out after
Are
school.
they warm meals or just
I think this time of year for sure.
Yeah,
Stew
you
or
want
soup.
more.
Hell yeah.
soup?
Yeah.
I asked the kids
Soup
about
weather.
stew the other day, and they
$10.
BGFTGY, $10. Thank you, sir, ma'am. Will there be a barn burner road trip like last year's trip to Phoenix?
there's no team in Phoenix.
Big foot guy or big fat guy? What are we taking out the vowels? What are we?
Big fart
Big
guy.
or fat?
Farts, yeah.
Big. Oh, that's an R.
There is potential.
We've
for
eyeballed
one.
3 different ones. They've all
All
had
been
their own little
kiboshed.
snafus.
Yeah. We don't want to have to charge an arm and a leg. We don't want to have to connect 5 times. It's like, oh, we missed the connection. So now where are we? Albuquerque. Oh,
Perfect.
shit.
Where's Albuquerque? Jack,
you
is
can
Albuquerque
make-
a city or a state?
You can do a lot of fun things in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Old Albuquerque.
Wow.
So maybe.
I think probably now that the finance minister's resigned, then obviously the dollar's going to go way back
yeah,
up, and
that's
we're in great shape.
also
So,
something to
yeah,
consider.
that'll help.
Yeah.
Get this thing
So-
planned right away.
Look out, Edmonton.
Ew.
You ever been to Sylvan Lake for a Canadian Western Ball League game?
Gross.
Love this.
Oh, it's lovely in the summer, dude.
Oh,
Come on.
sorry.
There's a Bond Spiel in East End, Saskatchewan.
Yes.
And we're going to register a few teams and head down.
Go watch some Junior B and Fernie. Travel the world.
Depot's kids playing in Golden. We could go
That's
to
a
Golden.
great league. The kids love
Yeah.
it.
Does that work?
Probably had higher hopes.
Well, some people are
It's your attitude. man.
snotty like Regier, rich and spoiled.
Yeah. Not big fat
Alright.
guy.
And Serge.
Oh, Corey as well.
Aren't you fancy?
Oh, yeah, he's right in there too at that fancy club playing tennis. Way to go. Oh, I played tennis. Yeah.
Your shoulder's a good sore. It's not for you.
It's not for you.
I'd
Not
say
for
I'd punch him in, but he'd beat me up.
Braden's in with 699. Fellas, why not try 47 and 27 together? Didn't
Oh.
Hartley take time to put 13 and 23 together too? That worked out well.
Just
Love the
one
show.
Just 1 second. Braden, you're spelling your name all weird.
Yeah, stop doing that.
47 and 27. I don't even, that's fine. We can have that discussion. The fact you bring up Bob Hartley doing something good, we have to discount everything.
No, 47, 27.
We'll take your money.
You know who those are, right? Sven Berchi and what do we got there?
Bork.
Rene Bork.
No, he was
Berchi and Bork.
17.
Put
He
the
was
Killer
17.
Bees back
The
together.
tandem.
Yeah.
I don't mind the tandem that you're talking about.
What do you say? Zeri and Coronado. Maybe old Bob when he put Gaudreau and Monahan together.
Here-
That's a tough call.
Here's the question or a comment I guess I'll have. What place are the Flames in?
Mushroom middle.
So I don't think you tinker with a whole bunch of bullshit. Like Huska's trying to make the playoffs. They are in a playoff position. He's not going to go on experiment mode. This isn't science class. They have a formula that has them in a playoff spot.
They've got Pelche to the left of Zeri. If you're like young guys together, like I don't know why. What about those two together makes you excited? They're both good. They're both young.
Shooter.
But I love having
Dish.
Coronado with Coleman and Backlund. That's a great spot for a young player.
I think it's just, you know what you're doing? You're dreaming on the future. You're dreaming on the high draft stock.
That's part of the issue is that they aren't dreaming about the future yet.
No,
in
they're
the
not.
now.
Yeah, that's a good point. And yeah, you could easily swap to Brett Eden's point. Sharon Govich and Coronado, and it would have an all kid line. It could be Pelche, Zeri, and Coronado, and that could be exciting. And they might not be any good, and they might be great. Who knows? But it's Huskers trying to win games here.
Braden's never going to do this again.
Brett Eden.
We're kind of chirping about his name, and then,
I don't like the Hartley being a good coach.
yeah. And he says, "Love the show." I mean, shut up, Braden.
Yeah, seriously, get out of here.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we had a little kind of a geography portion of the show.
Always.
Geometrically speaking.
Ken jumped in with $5. Thank you, Ken. And the great avatar there, Jack.
Yeah, that was
Astronaut
Jack last week.
That's
when he was
Jack.
on the moon.
That's Jack in Jersey.
And he says, "Yes,
The drone?
New Jersey is a state." Jack, really, you didn't know? I'm from New York, and I knew New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania touch each other.
Careful.
So then Jack on the station or on the account, Ken, I'm not very smart.
You missed a comma. You got to capitalize that I. Come on, Jack. Let's go.
Yeah. And Ken was in New Jersey's a state. I'm from New York.
Yeah, Ken, you told us.
And then he said, "How is that possible? You produce the show." Ken is aghast at the geographical knowledge or lack thereof that Jack is bringing. to
Jack
the
is
show.
so focused on his job and his
Yeah,
role that he
exactly.
doesn't have time for this. He's Pennsylvania and barn burner.
That's it.
Alabama. He knows football picks. Although if he goes to bet it, he does 12 leg parlays that never hit.
Thank you, Tara.
Little odd.
Tara just said people watch this. Yeah, I don't get it either.
Tara, I
I'm
love
not
the
sure.
bark, by the way. Dean, you're missing out here. Can you
where's
go
the
some of
bark?
Tara's
Oh, it's in the
bark?
fridge. Yeah, should we get it?
Yeah, go grab the bark. Just while Dean's there.
Tara said
Yeah,
it was
bark.
bark.
Hey,
the
to eat
only
someone
reason
you're
I
not
came
watching.
down.
That'd be rude.
And Cambo's liking the Flemburger. Delicious.
Gumbo.
There you go.
Good day in the chat.
Good day in chat. Yeah.
How
Good
did
to interact.
how did people like the Miromanov yelling?
Both sides.
Okay. Pinder's an idiot. Pinder's not an idiot.
I agree with Pinder on this. Pinder's an idiot. Boomer is the swearing. It's
Bark.
Why are you putting it over by you?
That's cookies. Bark. Come on. Bark me.
He doesn't want to give up the bark. Look at that.
Of course, he's trying to trick us into the
Shizzle
cookies.
mode.
They look nice.
So this is from Tara, one of our
And she dropped it off the other day. I said, "Oh my gosh, you've been a fan of the show for a while." She's like, "Before you were on the damn show."
Real
I'm like,
good.
"Really?" She's like, "Before Boom was on the show." So she's
Easy,
been around.
Tara.
I didn't like it then.
Easy. So walk us through what do we got there? It's melted. We've taken some chocolate, melted it down.
Butter and caramel and brown sugar.
Pretzel, caramel, butter, chocolate.
We did 2 big batches of our we call it the Christmas crack, and she gone.
I like the addition of the pretzels.
Yeah. In the first round, we did chocolate covered pretzels. Too much because you already got the chocolate. Should have known better. We added the gummy bears.
Whoa!
Huge hit. Cut them in half, red and greens. Give it a little color.
Like weed bears?
No.
Oh.
I mean, you could if you really wanted
Then
to.
you eat a lot, though.
Well, with the pot brownie, if you did find a way to work that in with some gummies. We're not we're not condoning this in any way, shape, or form. That's not what we're about here. We're not telling you to do this. Don't do that.
This is very good.
Definitely don't do that. Bet365,
Let's do it.
largest sports betting platform in the world. Open that account today. Bet on a huge range of markets. Download the app, get started, and use the promo code NATION. If you've not yet signed up, you hear us blathering on about it, use that promo code when you get in there. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
You didn't hit the plus 300 bet on Bet365 if you don't have the app. Les Lindholm, come on now. Canucks plus money. I like that against the Utahns. They've been challenged by their coach, responded with a big win the other night. And Mitch Marner has had quite a year. He's a free agent. Want to tune into this? Let's bank on a couple Marner points. Triple your stack if you get it right.
There you go. Mitchell Marner.
Canucks plus money. That surprised me.
Yeah. I think that's good. I would fall on the same side there for sure. But
Probably
I'm
less
an
rested than said Utah Hockey Club, but
yeah. I'm an idiot.
Jack said that in the chat.
Yeah. So tomorrow's Thursday. We'll do the Great Clips inbox. It's Flames game day. Ottawa tomorrow.
So you'll have a
Correct.
helmet on.
Noodles is coming to town.
Noodle Claus coming to town.
Yeah. The preparations continue for the Friday show.
A lot of moving parts. We're looking to
Some curveballs.
curves, balls. Kevin Ball in studio.
Wow. Off of a big win, after a big win over the Senators, he'll be excited to be here. Be safe out there. If you're in Calgary, an area kind of chilly and cold, and it's a little greasy maybe on the road, so take some care and caution.
Did have one question for you.
Yeah.
Washington, Jack, city or state?
Oh my God, there's some sort of trick to this.
We'll give you it tomorrow. It's fine.
Oh, then I'll just Google it and figure it out.
DC.
He'll Google it.
It's a district.
Yeah, it's neither.
It's neither. There you go, Dean. Neither a city nor a state.
Is that right?
Come on now, dig up, stupid.
See you, buddies.
Neither.